Which module is a must-have on most of your DNN sites and why?
My must-have one is probably Mandeep's live forms, because all the plugins, I pretty much don't roll out any website without it. Between that and live forms, or live blog rather, between their support and everything else, it's a fantastic module. And unlike some other competitors, it's very high speed on the front end, so I like it. And now, speaking of high speed, it's time to go work out.
For me, the must-have third-party module is DataSpring's Dynamic Forms. It's an incredibly powerful module, not just a contact form, but used in conjunction with the free Reports module and HTML, I've managed to build incredibly powerful websites. These websites consist of a few pages. An example is I've taken a 30,000 page HTML site and it's now about half a dozen pages, all done through the Dynamic Forms module, SQL in the background, and showing through the Reports module.
Hi Aderson, I guess I have to go with the DataSpring's Dynamic Forms module. And I have to go with that because it's an important conversion tool.
Hi Aderson. My go-to module these days is Too Sexy Content. I say that because not only does it provide structured content for building functionality, but it is so flexible you can do just about anything with it.
Yes, absolutely. There are a few tools that we always carry with us in our DNN must-have toolbox. To begin with, for us as More Creative, we work heavily with Xmod Pro for rapid application development, for doing custom solutions in .NET Nuke without having to create custom modules. We are able to produce plenty of very complex solutions that are all completely DNN integrated with Xmod Pro as a tool. If you haven't checked that out, please check it out. We've got some training tutorials and things out there about it. And if you have questions, ask. We're glad to talk about it at any point in time. Number two, Evativa backup. Having a set it and forget it third-party location backup is an essential item, we think. We know we rely on our trusted hosting companies. We know we rely on backups that we pull down occasionally. But having Evativa means that you can set a schedule and things can go to a third-party FTP location. They can go to cloud locations like Dropbox, Box, Rackspace even, and of course AWS Cloud. So Evativa Backup is our second tool that is a must-have. Possibly after that, a third tool is more of an administrative tool within DNN, especially community editions, in that we always install the X3 URL manager. That gives you those hidden controls that were part of the iFinity URL rewriter solution from way back when. They're part of the core. They are part of the database content that's there that you can update these settings. But that X3 module brings back those controls to where any host or administrator can edit them in the same way that you're used to using them. And it's especially useful whenever you have page URL problems where maybe a page has been renamed and moved multiple times and you have a problem loading that page because of conflicts in the URL settings that are available. You're able to easily find and solve those problems with the X3 module. So those are my three top must-have tools for my DNN toolbox.
So what's our go-to module? I would say Too Sexy is our go-to module. The Too Sexy module is a great structured content module that is a really good upgrade on the core HTML module. The problem with the core HTML module is that sometimes you're giving the user, the customer, a little bit too much power. A little bit too much power to sometimes wreak havoc on your site and cause big design issues. So because we love to give our customers as much editing capabilities as possible when we develop our sites, but we also want to make sure that the sites look good after a year's time. We like to use the Too Sexy module. It's a really good structured content module and provides a lot of flexibility. It's nice to develop with as well. And that's why it's our go-to module right now.
I would say the most important module is Pack Flash. They're not in business anymore, but we still use them quite a bit. Very powerful, very flexible module. And I don't think we have an alternative, at least until liquid content becomes available in the open source content management system.
Our must-have module right now in DNN is called Open Content, which is a module that helps us to create structured content, which, in a way, helps our administrators, our content editors, to add, to update content without requiring them to know HTML, to be technical. That's it.